But I just pulled my cake out of the oven. And what you're going to do now is just start poking holes in it. This is going to be so whenever you put the milk in, the milk absorbs all the cake. Or the cake absorbs the milk, I'm sorry. So just poke holes about an inch apart all through your cake. Just poke, poke, poke. Okay. Now that I've got all that, I'm going to go to the milk part. So in a bowl, what you're going to do is take a cup of your whole milk or your 2% milk, put it in a bowl. Your evaporated milk, put all that in there, the whole can. And that was a 12-ounce can. And then you're going to add 14 ounces, the whole can of sweetened condensed milk. So just put that in there. The whole can. Okay. Now once you've got all that in there, what you're going to do is you're going to mix this. I use the electric mixer because it just makes it faster. So go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my milk ready. My cake is completely cooled. What I'm going to do now is just take my milk that I mixed, the 3 milks, and just easily pour it over the cake. The whole thing. Don't pour it exactly from the bowl because then your cake will start to break apart on top. So just do it gently. Take this, put the rest of it in there. Okay. It's all of my milk. Okay. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to take this and you're going to put it in the refrigerator. Usually about 1 to 2 hours. Just, and your milk needs to be completely absorbed into the cake. You can see it's already doing it now. And if it needs help, just lift the sides. But just put it in the refrigerator and you'll be good to go. Just put it in the refrigerator, just forget about it. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and I'll be back to show you how to make the topping. Okay, now we're going to make the topping. I've taken my bowl and I've placed it in the freezer for about 10 minutes. Now I'm just going to take my heavy whipping cream, add it into the bowl, get all of it in there, and then I'm going to beat this. I'm going to turn the camera off the way it doesn't get so loud in here, but I'm going to show you the consistency that it needs to be at before I add the powdered sugar, the rest of the coconut, and the pineapple. So I'll be right back. Okay, I have been mixing this for about 4 to 5 minutes. What you want it to look like is just real creamy, to where you can pick it up and it doesn't fall. You don't want to overbeat it because then it'll come out to like a butter type form. But this is perfect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a cup of powdered sugar. You don't have to sift it because you're gonna beat it in anyway. So just kind of like mix it in there before you start beating it, because if not, from personal experience, it's gonna go everywhere. So just kind of mix it in, and then you're gonna beat it. So I'm gonna mix that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got my powdered sugar mixed in. You can taste it. If it needs a little more, add a little more. But a cup should be fine. So now what we're gonna do is our remaining pineapple. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And coconut. As much or as little as you want. This is just preference. I mean, if you don't want any, don't put any at all. Again, we have a lot of coconut lovers, so put a lot of coconut. And just fold that in. Mix it all together. And then now you have pineapple cooked into your cake, and you're going to have it on the top of your cake. Again, you don't like pineapple? Don't put it in there. You can also use strawberries. I don't normally cook the strawberries into my cake. What I'll do is I'll make the cake, and then use fresh strawberries and put them on top of the cake, and then make my cream. Dice up strawberries really fine, small, and then add them just like I did the coconut or the pineapple. Sometimes I'll even get a strawberry jam and just mix it really well and just use it as like a layer in between the cream and the cake, and it's really good. Not too sweet, it's just perfect. So this is ready to go on top of the cake. So I'm going to grab the cake, and then we're going to top it, and I'll be right back. Okay, my cake has been in the refrigerator for about 2 hours. You can see all the milk is gone. There was a little bit, because since my cake is so thin, if you do the 13 by 9, then all the milk's just going to go away. But there was a little bit left, so I just drained it and I just put it on top. But you shouldn't have that problem. So what you're going to do now is just going to take your topping and just put it all over your cake. Just kind of smooth it out there. Oh man, you guys don't even understand, this cake is so good. Can't even explain it. Okay, I'm gonna finish doing this, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the finished product. Okay, and here is the finished product. I took a little bit of coconut, not very much at all, and just sprinkled it on top, just for a little extra flair. And I'm just going to put it back in the refrigerator until the birthday party, and it's going to be good to go. Super easy cake to make. It is time consuming because of all you have to wait for it to cool, but it is so worth it. Enjoy. Thanks.